way too sensitive yet. Offended to death. Bring all the coffins in. I swear to y'all.
Hey guys, we're Stretch here. Come back at you again with some more blunt reactions. I'm going to be checking out another one of Burden, and then I'm going to be going on to some more artists, and eventually I'll come back to do some more of them. But yeah, so this one is called True Story by Burden. It's about a little over 3.5 minutes long. I was looking stuff up, you know, going through, and this one is supposed to be about his life, and it's supposed to be really true and real. So let's see how good he did, and let's see what he's got to say and how he puts it out there.
I got these memories of when I was only 8. Bedroom door was locked, my mom was being beat and screaming rape. Can he open the door? I want to, but I can't. In her boyfriend's trailer in the living room, his roommate doing crank. What the f are you doing? My mom was crying for help. That's when I learned what a coward was, something I never felt. I dialed 911 and I left the phone by itself. I wish that I had a gun, cause I would've sent them to hell. Send everybody to...
Nah, that's something I can relate to. I'm about to give you another part of my life. Growing up, my mom, you know, she got with this guy, and he, at first, he seemed great, you know. I mean, he seemed awesome, you know. I thought it was something really positive, but what happened was, and he was a big dude. He was 6'4". And when I was that young, dude, I was just little shit. About anywhere from 8 to 10, something like that. But he had done drugs before, but not since. I mean, he had stopped before he got with my mom. Well, he decided to. He met the neighbors across the street and started going over there a whole lot. Come to find out, they were doing drugs. And I'll never, I mean, so many times, dude. It'd be in the middle of the night. I'd be asleep and I start waking up to my mom screaming. And I'd get up and my little brother tried getting up, and I'd always tell him, no, just lay down. Because I didn't want him to see whatever was going on. I knew it was bad. I go out there and I see this dude. He's smacked out of his mind and he's just beating the hell out of my mom. Every time it's in the kitchen, every time he's slamming her up against the cabinets, he's hitting her, he's throwing her up against the wall, he's throwing her down on the ground. And every time I'd have to run over to the neighbor's house, call 911. And every time it got worse. Every time they came over, he'd be gone. And I don't know, maybe, you know how sometimes women can just be so caught up in love that they just don't do anything about it. She didn't press charges, didn't press charges. But every time it got worse. And I'll never forget, there was this one time, the last time, I was so tired of it. And the next day, he'd be completely normal. But the last time he did it, I walked out there, I seen him doing it, and I was just so angry. I knew I really couldn't do nothing to him, but I screamed at him. I was like, get the hell off my mom. And I was pissed. I mean, I doubled up my fists. I was ready to go. I mean, I know I was going to get my ass whooped more than anything else, more than I ever have in my life. He turned over at me and he clenched his fists and he started walking over and he started cocking back like he was going to beat the hell out of me. Like straight up punch me. And right before he made it to me, my mom, she was in shock when I yelled at him. And she ran, when she seen him turn over towards me, start coming towards me, she ran over to him and she just started clawing him and hitting him and getting his attention back on her. And there for that split second, I was scared out of my mind. I knew I was going to, he could have killed me easily in one hit. I mean, dude was huge. I was just so little. But, so I ran over to the neighbor's house, called the cops again, and she finally pressed charges. I I think that's what she needed to see, was it wasn't just going to be her. Now he's going to be turning on her kids. And I think that's what clicked in her head. So yeah, I hate domestic violence. I hate that stuff. I mean, I because of that, it really, I mean, I don't think I ever would have put my hands on a woman, but that really helped enforce that and instill that in me. Never to lay your hands on a woman. I cannot stand it. To this day, if I see a dude that's almost 7 foot tall beating up a woman, I'm gonna get my ass whooped, but I'm stepping in because I cannot stand it. I hate it. I hate it. So it kind of instilled that to me, and to this day, I've never put a hand on a woman, and never will. So sorry to carry that on. I just, I'm trying to put my life out there to you guys too. On top of being blunt with the reactions and getting into topics and discussions on things, I also want to input some of my life out there to you guys as well. So, all right, let's get going.
And I remember the cops came and took him away. Tears in my mama's face, Lord knows how bad they must taste. And every time I think about it up to this day, that helpless little kid I was, it throws me into a rage. Spoke to my pops when I was 5 on the phone. I ain't know him as dad, so I called him Clyde. Guess me calling him by his name, it must have hurt his pride. All I heard was click, and that's the last I heard from him in life. But that ain't crazy. 14 was on probation, having suicidal thoughts in his voice. It came from Satan. Had a rope tied around a branch my puppy used to play with. And one day I wrapped that rope around my neck and started hanging. What the f was I thinking? Mama see me through the window, she ran outside and saved me. Can't believe I really almost made her bury her baby. Blame it on rap music, yeah, too much Slim Shady. Swear to God I used to go to church and feel like they hate me. But none of that was awful. Is the night I lost Austin, and it's been so long. I've never put this in a song like this. No, I never thought I'd break it down like this. No, so me and him were homies, like everyday homies. Like wake up every morning, probably calling, coming over. Like damn, we need some come up. Like damn, we need some money. Like hustle, hustle, hustle. Things was finally going right into the night. Until the night I see my dog die. Yeah, about a foot away from me. Brains blowed all over the wall, man. You couldn't imagine this shit, but listen. Look, couple of jits, couple of guns, right? Just f***ing around, f***ing with one, right? 12 gauge, we ain't know it was loaded. Suddenly it went off and the barrel exploded. I started screaming your name, but you're dead and I know it. They're slugging into your brain and then the blood just kept pouring. To me, this is a memory, to them it's just horror. I ran outside, I called the police and I just stood on the porch. I heard the sirens, seen the lights, but I was numb. I didn't speak when they ran up pulling their guns. I just dropped to my knees and started crying, said my
I'm sorry. Please forgive me for that, and if I seem kind of out of it half the time, I'm on medicine for this, but, I feel bad for him on that, but then again, bro, that's why, even growing up as a kid, you always hear people say don't play with guns. Always hold a gun and act like it's loaded, as if it's loaded. If you take a gun and somebody says it's unloaded, double check it. Be 100% sure. Keep the safety on. I mean, don't be messing around with guns, especially if you don't know what you're doing, or maybe they didn't know how to check it to see if it was loaded. I mean, if you don't know how to handle it, don't even touch it at all. At the same time, accidents do happen, shit happens, and I feel bad for the kid that got shot, and I feel bad for him. It's sad.
Friend just died and then I pointed inside. Damn. Then of course when they questioned me I lied, but in the end I still got charged with manslaughter, homicide. I wish that I could tell you this was fiction, but it's not. Since I've been home from prison, music's the only thing I got. Slaughter me and slander me, I don't give a f. Man, that don't hurt me at all, nah. Like y'all have no idea what the f my life consisted of, and I don't know what the f yours did either. Like, for real, like, man, look, you can't look at someone and assume nothing. You know what I mean? Like, for real, people go through shit you never did in all walks of life, all around the world. Just cause they smiling, that don't mean that they ain't hiding pain. Man, everybody's hiding pain. Like, man, everybody has shit they don't want people to know. Real talk. Man, I just ain't afraid to let you know who I am. Share who I am with you, cause it's authentic.
awesome, awesome. And I like that how at the end, he was saying, I'm going to be throwing my life out there to you, be authentic, and that's a lot of what I try to do myself. And I think it's very powerful if you can get to the point where you can be comfortable enough to throw your life out there. And I don't necessarily do it all for me. I primarily do it for others, and the reason is if somebody's struggling with the same thing currently, or has struggled with the same thing in the past, they're not going to feel alone, and it'll hopefully give them something to relate to. And that's kind of how to make them feel like they're not alone in it, because you're not. And like Tom McDonald, I really think he helped save my life for the same thing. He was relatable to me, and I see him keep going, so it's helping me keep going. And then on top of that, it brings out discussions that we can have in the comments or in the discussion section. And just work it out, get it out, whatever it is. I mean, and this isn't all about me. Like, if you guys are struggling with something, let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you want to talk, we can talk about it. That's fine. And if you want to go in the discussion section, which I encourage you guys to do, and keep you updated on everything, we can talk. So, I really enjoy this video. I like how he threw his whole life out there, his problems that he's dealt with. It's very powerful. It's very bold. I commend him for that. That is very good. And it's sad, but it's like he said, your past doesn't determine your future, and I believe that 100%. So, and anyways, guys, I mean, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you didn't really enjoy this one, swing by my channel, check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. I got plenty of content on there. If you do, hit that subscribe button. That way you're notified when the next video drops. In the meantime, guys, stay real, stay blunt, stay blessed. Peace.
My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me.